Podcasts on UNC-TV.org are made possible through the financial contributions of viewers like you, who invite you to join them in supporting UNC-TV.
Welcome to North Carolina Weekend. I'm Deborah Holt-Noel. If you're planning an evening out in Charlotte, say you want to see a play, go to a concert, watch a dance performance, there's one venue that seems to have it all. It's called the Blumenthal Performing Arts Center, and Julia Carpenter shows us how it manages thousands of performances in 6 theaters and how you can plan your big night out in the Queen City.
I'm looking to see what shows are on in Charlotte, and when I search, the North Carolina Blumenthal Performing Arts Center home webpage pops up. Here it lists daily Broadway shows, opera, theater, dance, comedy nights, poetry evenings, children's programming, symphony, and so much more. The Blumenthal manages 6 major theaters on Tryon Street and present over 1,000 performances each year. As well as visitors, about 60,000 office workers are in downtown Charlotte, and many live here and enjoy outstanding entertainment options.
So Charlotte has become a place now that is a 7-day-a-week destination. And to see these sidewalks morph from office workers during the day, during the week, to entertainment goers and tourists in the evenings and weekends is a remarkable thing. And to me, it represents a level of urban planning and urban vision that a lot of cities aspire to, and Charlotte has managed to do it. Well, the Blumenthal focuses on 3 main areas. First is to bring the best in the performing arts to Charlotte. Second is to bring the community together to enjoy the arts as a community. And third, to create education and enrichment activities that will inform and provide insight beyond the performance itself. There were some very visionary folks in Charlotte back in the late 80s who formed an organization to build these facilities as a part of Charlotte's redevelopment. Charlotte is now a top 10 market in the Broadway business and is one of the most desirable spots for a Broadway producer to come here. So it's very typical for on a Broadway tour for shows to stop here within their first 6 months, sometimes within the first several weeks. We created Carolina Tix as a way for us, frankly, to provide access to small theater companies and clubs all over the Carolinas who previously had not been able to afford online ticket sales. And so we have about 165 clients now throughout the Carolinas.
Part of the experience of an evening in the theater is the space itself, and the Blumenthal has performance space of every kind.
We're sitting here in the Stage Door Theater, which is part of the Blumenthal Performing Arts Center, and we have 2 other venues here. This is our smallest venue. It has about 150 to 170 seats, depending on what configuration it is. We also have the Booth Playhouse, which is a traditional proscenium space, which has 444 seats. And then our flagship is a Belk Theater, which has 2,100 seats. That's our biggest space and where we do most of our Broadway shows. 2 blocks away from us, we have another campus called Spirit Square, where we have 2 venues. One includes the McGlowan Theater, which was named after Lunis McGlowan, the great jazz musician who was so near and dear to people here in Charlotte, which has 730 seats. And it's actually was a former church, the First Baptist Church of Charlotte, which was renovated and turned into a great performance space. And then we have a smaller black box space called the Duke Energy Theater, which seats about 180 people as well. And again, about 4 blocks away from the Performing Arts Center here, we have another theater called the Knight Theater, which is part of the Levine Center for the Arts campus. And that seats about 1,200 people, and that's our newest addition to our 6 venues over 6 blocks. In the course of a given year, we'll have about 1,000 performances take place over the span of our 6 venues, and about half of those are shows that we either present or produce ourselves. The other half are done by rental clients and resident companies ranging from the Charlotte Symphony Orchestra to North Carolina Dance Theater to smaller theater companies like Collaborative Arts or On Cue Productions or Queen City Theater.
The Blumenthal also produces shows for national tours.
We have a show running right now in Stage Door Theater called You Say Tomato, I Say Shut Up. We're not only kicking off the national tour here in Charlotte, but then we'll also be one of the producers of the show as it travels all over the country. In a typical year, we'll have about 14 Broadway shows that will come through, which is a pretty aggressive schedule.
So book tickets to a live show. There's nothing quite like it. And it's a superb night out. For North Carolina Weekend and the Performing Arts, I'm Julia Carpenter.
Plan your big night out in Charlotte by going online to BlumenthalArts.org. And tickets for all Blumenthal Performing Arts shows are available at carolinatix.org or by calling 704-372-1000.
Podcasts on UNC-TV.org are made possible through the financial contributions of viewers like you, who invite you to join them in supporting UNC-TV.